it is Parrot Pilates days, your ankles and your hips. All we need is something to stand on. So if you have a carpet, that's great. Make sure your mat isn't too thick, otherwise it's going to make the balance elements a little bit harder than they need to be. And if you have a thick cushion or a squishy ball like this is going to be really useful as well, because it's going to help you align your knees correctly. Okay, let's start in our standing correctly position. So stand on the mat with your feet hip distance apart. And just lengthen your toes out away from you. So think about just picking up your toes and then placing them down, making sure there's lots of space between your toes. We're going to get our knees so that they go directly forward over our toes and we bend them. And then bring your hips, so make sure you're not pushing your right hip forward or your left hip forward. And then bring your toe muscles in. Your arms are hanging nice and long down by your sides and your shoulders are relaxed. You can think about a piece of thread, pulling it through the crown of your head, nice and tall. So it's almost like you're pushing the mat away from you and then lengthening up towards the ceiling. Okay, so from here, just start doing a few rocks backwards and forwards, just feeling how the weight transfers between all the different parts of your feet. And then we're just going to start rolling around, all the way around, like you're a little weeble. And then let's go the other way. Weeble, not weevil, by the way. Okay, so let's come back through to center. And now we're going to go straight into our Pilates squats. So in these, we're sending our knees forward and our bottom backwards. Keep your core muscles in so that our spine and pelvis retain neutral. And we're going to breathe in as we sink down. So as you breathe in, send your bottom back, send your knees forward. Feel those muscles around your legs and your knees switching on. Arms hanging nice and long and heavy, long back of neck. Press through your heels to come up. Now, as we go into these, I want you to make sure your knees are neither coming together nor going apart. So you're working in fantastic alignment and really getting some gorgeous movement at all those joints. So don't worry about how far down you can squat. Just make sure you've got really, really nice alignment and nice control. And if you think that your knees are coming together and you haven't got enough control there, place that little ball or the cushion between your knees, and that's going to help you. You see that I'm just giving that ball a squeeze, and it's making sure that I'm not bringing my knees together or out. Let's come down again. So sinking down and pressing back through. We've got two more like this. Sinking down, toe muscles coming on. Let your arms hang heavy. Pressing through. And one final one now. Sinking down, tummy muscles coming in. And pressing through, back up. Okay, so we're going to get rid of the ball now. We're going to go into our single leg balance. So standing back with your feet hip distance apart. And then bring them slightly closer together, because that's going to help your balance here. So we're going to breathe in. As you breathe out, let's float one knee up until it's at hip height and lower down. So let's practice our balance first of all. If this isn't working for you today, you can hold onto a little chair or place a finger on your wall, and that's just going to give you a little bit of support if you need it. So let's just get used to doing this balance exercise first. Bring that knee up, lowering down. And one more, try and keep your hips as level as possible. Don't tuck your bottom underneath you, and place that leg down. Okay, so to now really get our knees working, we're going to go into a single leg balance and a single knee bend. This is where you really need to hone your balance skills. So we're going to breathe in. As you breathe out, let's float one leg up, and then keeping that leg in the air, you're going to try and squat down on one leg. And you might feel a little bit wobbly here, so use all your muscles in your leg and your core to help you balance. Press back and through. We're going to see if we can do 3 times on one leg. So coming down, try to make sure your knee is going directly forward over your toes, and come up. Lovely. Sinking down once again. Again, don't worry about how far you can sink down. Just make sure you're moving with great alignment, and stand back up. Wow, I can feel that in this one. Okay, so let's try the opposite leg. And remember, you might have one leg that is a lot easier than the other. So let's sink down, that knee go forward. I can definitely feel that my left leg isn't quite so strong as my right leg. So sinking down, keep one leg in the air. Remember, you can place a finger on the chair or on the wall for support if you need it. Knee going forward, pressing back through. Give your legs a little bit of a walk out, because we're going to go into that again. So hopefully now you've got that exercise in your body, you're going to be able to perform it a little bit more controlled and coordinated. So bring the one leg up. We're going to send that knee forward. Try and keep your toe muscles in and your arms hanging long and heavy. press back through. Good, this is quite hard work actually, so send that knee forward, try not to let it wobble out or in. Have a rest if you need it, and if you know this exercise isn't for you, there's no problem with stopping at all. Whoa, nearly fell over. And we're going to come back up. Lovely. Okay, trying again on our left side. Bring that that knee up even, and press that knee forward. Super. Coming back up. And 2. And 3, knee go forward, pressing back through. And let's try one more time on each side like this. So you're going to bring that knee up, send that knee forward, see if you can dip down a little bit further this time. So it's like you're doing a single leg curtsy. So sinking down. Next time we do this, we might add in some arm movements as well, just to make it a little bit more fun. Sending that knee forward, standing up, good. And our final time on the opposite leg. So bring that knee up, sinking down. Try not to squeeze your feet onto the floor, so keep your toes long and relaxed. And we have one more like this, sinking that knee forward and pressing up, good. Walking through your feet, and just giving your ankles a little bit of movement here, releasing any tension you're holding. Okay, so now we're going to go into one leg balance once again, and this time we're going to add in a leg extension. This is really going to strengthen and lengthen the back of your hamstrings whilst challenging your balance and your core control. So standing once again with your feet ever so slightly closer than hip distance apart, we're going to float that knee up, and then breathing out, lengthen that leg, draw back in. So it's extending your leg out in front of you as much as possible. Work on your balance once again. It's going to get this supporting leg working and lengthen the hamstrings down the back of that extended leg. So let's show you from the side now. We bring that leg up and lengthen. Up and lengthen. Core muscles coming in. Make sure you're not sinking your hips forward or backwards. And bring that leg down. Super. Let's go again. See if you can raise that leg a little bit higher this time to do those extensions. Sending it away and coming back. Wonderful. Trying to move in great alignment and back. Let's go again. Good. Breathing out, lengthen. Inhale, return. Out to lengthen. Inhale to return. And our final one on this side. Bring that leg down. And lastly, let's go on the other leg. I'm not sure if I've done even on both legs. Hopefully, yes. If not, you can rectify this yourself. And lengthen away. Coming back, place that leg down. Give your feet a little bit of a walk out. Okay, so now we're really going to get our balance going. I'm going to try and do a balance forward on one leg. Now, this might not go to plan, so if you fall over, don't try and copy that bit. You're trying to stay upright. So we're going to stand on one leg once again. Going to lift one leg up into a single knee float, just what we've done before. And then we're going to try and hinge forward. So extend that bent leg out behind you and try and hinge forward at that hip. Keeping that supporting leg long and see how far down you can go. Use your hands however you need to, so place them out to the side or in front of you. And come back up. Super, nice and controlled. Breathing out, we're going to float forward. Try and bring your toe muscles in. As you lean forward, keep that supporting foot nice and long on the floor. Maybe get a little bit further down this time. Remember, you can hold onto the wall if you need a little bit of extra support. Just all about strengthening that supporting leg, as well as testing your balance and your core control. Good. Last one. And bring that leg down. Now let's see how it feels on the other side. So bringing that knee up and float. Bringing your tummy muscles in to support you. Extending that back leg. Maybe feeling a stretch down that hamstring as well. This supporting leg is going to be working super hard around your hips, around your knee, your ankle. All your deep core stabilizing muscles are working as well. We're going to go one last time. Sending that leg away from you, lengthening through that back leg if you can this time. Try not to kick anything. Bringing that leg up and placing it down. Well done. Okay, giving your feet a little bit of a walk out once again. We're going to go one final time into a sliding exercise. So grab your cushion and ball once again. Pop it between your knees. This time we're going to do something called sliding down a wall. So imagine if you have got a wall behind you, that's fab. You can stand with your back against the wall. If you haven't, just imagine you have a wall and you're going to slide down it, similar to a Pilates squat, but without that hinge forward from our hips. So we're standing nice and tall, breathing in. As you breathe out, knees go forward, tummy muscles come in, pressing down And let's come on to our tiptoes now. So use that ball for support, making sure you're not bringing your knees together or taking them apart, sliding down, knees go forward, stretching through the back of your calves, coming up, good. And we're going to go 4 more times. So imagine that you're sliding down a wall. You're not leaning forward or back. You've got that wall behind you. By keeping yourself in great alignment. Again, you're working on the knees. Squeeze the ball or cushion if you need to, just for a bit of extra support. Whoops, and 2 more times. Sinking down. Coming back up. And our last one. Knees go forward, sinking down. Coming back up. And place your heels back down. Get rid of the ball. Stand nice and tall. Let's go into 2 final breaths. So breathing in, breathing out, floating your arms all the way up, reaching through your fingers, stretching through the front of your body. Press the air away. And let's go 1 more time. Breathing out, reaching all the way up, really reaching tall through your fingers. Press the air away. And you're done. Well done. Thank you so much for joining me today. As ever, if you have any questions, please let me know. Let me know how you got on as well. I always love hearing about when you've done the class and what you thought of it. I'm going to be back tomorrow, so have a great rest of the day. Enjoy the sunshine, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.